We are iSTEM, an organization working towards inclusive STEM education and careers. We ourselves are a group of students and working professionals pursuing an education and careers in STEM disciplines like engineering, computer science, mathematics, and so on. We strongly believe that people with visual impairment are not just consumers of technology, they are very well producers of technology as well. That is one of the very strong motivations why we are organizing the Inclusive STEM Hackathon. We want students with visual impairments, industry professionals, and students from other universities to work together on projects. And this year, we are working on this with the theme of Empower the Underrepresented. Looking at it, right, there are a couple of things that would come out of this. A very strong outcome we expect to see is to burst the myths around people with visual impairments being equal contributors in a technical aspect in terms of building things and actually contributing to code, ideas, designs, and so on.
This is Neha Trivedi on behalf of the XRCVC for the hackathon. I represent the Xavier's Resource Center for the Visually Challenged. We're a department at Xavier's College and we work at building access and inclusion for people with disabilities. We believe in breaking barriers and creating access. And it's with that vision we are very happy to partner with iSTEM and the other organizations to conduct the hackathon. The event itself helps us achieve our goal to not only break mindset barriers by connecting people coming from different walks of life to work together on industry projects, but fundamentally is in line with the idea of disability rights movement that nothing for us without us, where people with disabilities work actively to build products and solutions that not only are used by people with disabilities but even people without disabilities. And that's what we hope that events like these can promote, events that will help us as communities and societies to come together and look at inclusion in the new light. I think Hackathon in its second year of operations has been a very successful event, from 10 teams last year to 15 this year, and we hope that this process that has started off will have ripple effects everywhere else.
One of our flagship initiatives that we conduct with other organizations is the Inclusive STEM Hackathon. This is an annual event where we bring together blind developers, corporate professionals, as well as sighted university students to come together and hack on high potential real-world projects. And the goal here is not only to encourage these students to think about some awesome projects and work on these projects and innovate, but also for corporate professionals and sighted students to really try and understand, to be receptive to the abilities and needs of students with and disabilities, thereby breaking the barriers between students with and without disabilities.
I am representing VisionAid here, and I am a mentor at VisionAid in their Python training program, computer classes, which we started about 2 years ago in 2016. Last year, many of the VisionAid students who have completed this program have been participating in the hackathon with iSTEM, and I'm very happy to say that most all the teams here in the hackathon track have students from VisionAid, as well as a new track that has been established this year. The mentor track also has students from VisionAid who have just completed a beginner class from VisionAid this year, getting training from mentors from industries and colleges, and their mentors have told me that these kids have become their mentors. And this year we have many junior students from VisionAid who are on the mentor track, and they are doing pretty good too. And many of VisionAid students who are advanced have been mentored by iSTEM for advanced training, who are in the hackathon track, who are here in the hackathon track advanced program. And this is the Python program that started by VisionAid 2 years ago, which connects VisionAid with iSTEM. And our students are doing really great work. Our students means VisionAid students, and I am very, very thankful for VisionAid founders, MS Raju and Ram Raju, for supporting this mission and continuing to support our students towards higher achievement and help in participating in this hackathon. Even now, and we like to see a good performance from these students in the hackathon now and in future.
I'm Supriya and I'm the founder of Vision Empower, one of the founders of Vision Empower. This is a not-for-profit organization which is incubated at IIIT Bangalore. So we are working on making STEM education accessible for the visually impaired. So we did a research for about a year and found that there are three major problems that are there in STEM education for the visually impaired. One is that the visually impaired children in schools do not have content for studying science and math, that is accessible content. They do not have good teachers or qualified teachers or even teachers who come with the basic science education to teach them science. The schools do not allow science after class 7. And in Karnataka, out of 45 schools, we found that only one school offers science and math after class 7. Having stated these two problems, we took on the job of trying to find solutions to these problems, and we found that there's a larger problem in society where we have an attitude that if a visually impaired person cannot see, that means they cannot think, and therefore we do not allow them to take up science and math. And as all of you know, that science and math today are the basics for many of the career options that are available in society. Now we are trying to make solutions to make science and math accessible in terms of content, in terms of teacher training, as well as to develop technologies that would enable these jobs to take place in society. Now, having said that, what we do, why we are here at the hackathon is that we are one of the organizers of the hackathon. The reason Vision Empower is associated with the hackathon is we partner with iSTEM, XRCVC and Vision Aid in the auspices of IIIT Bangalore with the support of everybody to address these problems and bring solutions to the schools and to the children. The hackathon is a very good way of bringing this community together, working with all the NGOs and the other organizations who are solving this problem, attempting to bring solutions to the schools, the teachers and the community at large, and to recognize the capabilities of these people. The visually impaired community as such is very talented, whatever they take on themselves, and we have recognized this over the last 2 years. This is the second time that the iSTEM hackathon is being held at IIIT Bangalore, and we are very grateful and we are very proud to be part of this movement.
My name is Amit Prakash. I am a faculty member at IIIT Bangalore, and I am associated with the eHealth Research Center at the Institute, and I am also associated with the Center for IT and Public Policy. What we do at IIIT Bangalore is engage in research and education in the area of information technology. Over the past few years, we have been actively seeking to make technology designs inclusive, particularly when it comes to the development and governance sectors, including healthcare, and through our eHealth Research Center, or EHRC as we have been calling it, we have been working on various aspects of addressing technology design issues in the area of disability, malnutrition, and mental health. As a part of our research initiatives, efforts to make technology education more inclusive, we have been working on aspects of technology designs that relate to our sections of society which have not benefited from the gains that can accrue from technology designs. And this is what has led us to get associated with the Inclusive STEM Hackathon, which we are conducting for the second time here at IIIT Bangalore, and we have been co-organizing it along with our other partners for the last 2 years. The motivation for getting associated with this hackathon is to make technology production much more democratic. And we believe when more and more people get into producing technologies, designs of technology would be in tune with what we need in terms of making our societies more inclusive. So if we have visually impaired developers, we'll have code that is accessible for the visually impaired, we'll have technology production that is accessible for visually impaired, and we'll have devices and applications that are accessible. And that is what in a broader agenda of working on inclusive technology designs brings us to get associated with an event like this. And we are very happy that it has been seeing a good progress, and there are more and more people coming and participating and getting used to working in more inclusive teams. And I'm sure this will make a large difference going forward in terms of inclusive technology production.